Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 50 and up who love their tech. I know it's been a hot minute since I've released a video. I have my reasons why, and who cares right now? I'm releasing a video. And it's pretty much the last couple of days of school. So to all my teachers out there, enjoy your summer break, because I know I am going to make some videos, relax, drink some lemonade on my deck, and just chill. But this video is going to be a quick one. A couple of days ago, I actually received a new phone in the mail. I received the Motorola Razr Ultra 2025 version. Got it through a deal with T-Mobile. Was able to trade in one of my older phones for $1,000. And believe it or not, the phone was the Galaxy S10 Plus. $1,000 for that phone? To trade in for the Razr Ultra? That was a no-brainer. So I quickly did that, received the phone, I would say, like I said, a couple of days ago. And upon receiving the phone, believe it or not, I returned it the same day. Let me tell you why. I know you're saying right now, why would you do that? So let me tell you why. Please excuse any other voices you hear in the video. The reason why is because I have a class right now and I still wanted to finish the video. And since I'm not teaching right now because there's only a few days of school left, this is my students' last Friday in my class, so they're just playing some games on their iPads. But I told them I still want to finish the video while they chill and play some games. So I didn't return the phone because it was terrible. In fact, the Razr Ultra is a fantastic phone. I love that phone. And looking at some of the specs on GSM Arena, the specs are nothing to sleep on. I mean, it's a fantastic phone. 7-inch screen, foldable. Android 15 out the box. All the cameras are 50 megapixels. I mean, come on now. 512 gigabytes of storage out the box, whereas the Razr Plus from 2023 and 2024, their highest tier in America, 256 gigabytes of storage. So that's absolutely fantastic to have that, and you can get it up to 1 terabyte of storage, 16 gigabytes of RAM. What? And you can even do RAM boost and boost it up even higher if you wanted to. I mean, the phone actually has more RAM than most computers today. Seriously? Wow. So the specs are nothing to sleep at. Bigger battery, that wire charging is super fast. I mean, you can go from 0 to 100 within an hour. That is amazing. Seriously, 0 to 100. So in that price is huge. But still, you can say it's worth it for the specs and the features that you're getting with the phone. And here's some pictures of the phone before I returned it. So the phone was great. Like I said, it felt great in the hand. Basically the same size as last year. It just felt slightly lighter, so it just felt a lot more comfortable in the hand. It still is a great phone, especially with the features and the specs and the hardware. It's a great phone indeed. But there were two reasons why I had to return the phone. Reason number one, Android 15 broke usage of certain apps that I've been using for decades. And that was a deal breaker for me because there's certain apps that I love to use and want to continue to use. And with the newer update, that broke a lot of the apps that I've used to be able to use them on the Razr Ultra. And I really wanted to use those particular apps. And I'm going to talk about those particular apps in a future video to give you more insight as to why. And the second deal breaker reason why I returned the phone is because you can't stop any new updates from installing on the phone. Starting with Android 14, Google, Samsung, whoever, decided to take out an option in the settings that allowed you to disable the updates from installing on your phone. And so basically, anytime you get an update, you may be able to delay it for a little bit, but it's going to eventually install on your phone, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you did find a way using ADB to take out the OS download, because you can delete it. It's going to eventually re-download on your phone and eventually install on your phone, because you don't want to continue to every day or every other day delay it, get rid of the file, and for it to re-download and be in the storage of your phone to install anyway. So eventually you're going to get tired and just let it install. So there's nothing you can do about that at all. And trust me, the apps that I have that I want to use on my phone before the new update breaks it, those apps are very important to me. So yes, my apps are much more important than an update. Now, will this mean that I won't get any more new phones? Most likely, yes. I am going to have to try to find a phone that has, I would say, an OS that allows me to put my old apps on and still allow me to use some modern features that are in the new updates. For example, Galaxy AI. So I have to find a phone that allows me to have what I want and have some of the newer features as well. Is that going to be possible? Oh, and with that phone, I'm not going to be able to update it either, because once you update it, it's going to break some of the apps that you may like, especially the apps that I like. So is there such a phone where it could be on a particular OS that will allow you to install older apps, have newer features that the modern phones have today, and you can stop the updates from happening on the phone? Is that possible? The short answer is yes, and the long answer is yes-ish. If you do enough digging, you can actually stop the updates and have a particular OS that has Galaxy AI, that has AI features, and that will allow you to install older apps. And I found it with this phone right here, my Flip 5 that I have right here. I actually figured out how to stop the updates. This is on Android or One UI 6.1.1. So that's Android 14. And with Android 14, yes, you can't stop the updates on it. I figured out how. And with Android 14, you cannot install 32-bit apps or older apps from 2014, for example. You can't install those on here. However, there was an exploit that someone discovered that allowed you to bypass the block, that allowed you to install older apps on Android 14. I found a website on it, and I'm able to do that on this phone. So by me being able to install my older apps and stopping the updates, that makes this phone right here my holy grail phone. And I'm going to make a separate video and feature videos on this phone, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. Seriously, I'm going to tell you how I did it. So in order for you to be able to do that and have Galaxy AI, have AI features, and be able to install older apps, you have to find an older phone that has either One UI 6.1 or One UI 6.1.1. And make sure that One UI 7 has not been installed. It may be on the phone, but just make sure that it's delayed. So long story short, there's nothing wrong with the Razr Ultra. It's a fantastic phone with fantastic features. It's just that I'm a techie that likes to have his cake and eat it too. And it's hard for me to find the one true piece of tech that I can use on my everyday that does everything that I needed to do. It's pretty much impossible to find that. When tech first started coming out, like the older phones, those were fun. I wish those phones could have been made to use today, because those phones were a lot of fun to use, especially jailbreaking Apple phones, rooting Android phones. It was just a lot of fun to use, to have that much control on your phone to do what you want. Can't really do that today. And I was hoping that I could find a modern phone, which I did, that can do a lot of the things that I want to do. So I will make a future video, like I said, that will explain how I stopped the updates on this phone and why I am now going to be using this as my daily driver. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you can see all the new videos that I release, especially the one that's going to talk about how I stopped the update on this Flip 5 from ever happening again. It's amazing. And I found it, I wouldn't say by accident, but it took a while for me to find the answer. So stay tuned for that video when it comes out. And that's the end of this video. I have to stop right here because I have a second grade class that's waiting patiently for me. So I got to get to work. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.